Welcome to the Hope Community Church's At Home Holiday Club, Eat and Eats. We're going to be having a cooking show adventure through the story of creation. And we're going to be memorizing a key passage, taste and see that the Lord is good. That's what we're going to be doing this week. Tasting, trying, and seeing that God is so good. We'll do this by singing songs together, having some fun games and challenges, and seeing what story is cooking up in the kitchen on our video each day. In the activity bag you get in the morning, you'll have what you need for today, a snack, today's craft, and some activity sheets for later. One of your activity sheets today is a coloring page that has the key passage on it. Taste and see that the Lord is good. All right, kiddos, let's get started and sing a song. Sound good?
Right, we'll do Our God is a Great Big God next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Sing it again. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher. He's higher than a skyscraper. He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe, beyond my wildest dreams. And He's known me and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Oh, our God! Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher. He's higher than a skyscraper. He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe, beyond my wildest dreams. And He's known me and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. We a bit quieter. He holds us in His hands. Really quiet. He holds us in His hands. So loud. He holds us in His hands.
Hey, today's challenge is going to be a taste testing with a twist. But before I explain that, first of all, let me introduce our competitors. Today we have our pastors, Pete Stewart and Pete Bell.
Good evening.
Pete Stewart,
Yes.
What is your favorite juice?
My favourite juice is Pepsi Max.
Okay. And Pete Bell, what is your favorite juice?
I'd probably say Iron Brew.
Okay, very good.
I hate Iron Brew. It's disgusting.
Pete
Iron Brew is
Stewart,
the best
how
by far.
confident are you that you can beat Pete Bell in this competition?
I am so not sure.
Okay, Pete Bell, are you any more confident?
I am massively confident that I'm going to lose.
All right. Okay, let me explain the challenge now. Over here you can see that we have a selection of juices. The competitors are going to taste each of these juices, and the one who can guess which one is correct, or which one can guess the most correct, is going to win the challenge.
Is this pop soda?
There are 5, yes, this is soda pop.
Fizzy pop.
There are 5 cups. There might be a 6th bonus cup if we need it, okay? So, here's the twist though for our challenge. Our competitors are not going to use their hands. I'm going to use my hands for them, okay? So camera, if you'd like to get stationed close to one of our competitors.
Are you one at a time?
Nope, both at the same time. Are you both ready?
I don't know which way to go.
Stand right there. That's great. Okay, competitors, ready for your first cup?
Yeah.
Here it comes.
That's nowhere near me. Okay, none of that went in my face.
Okay, what do you think that was?
Oh, Pete!
I think that was Diet
It's
Coke.
gonna be in there.
Hey, Pete Stewart, what does that taste like on your shirt?
It's like kind of bar cola or something.
Okay, very good guess. All right, are you ready for your second cup?
Yes.
I'll just suck that off my t-shirt again, brother.
Now it's mingled with the other stuff though.
Tastes like kind of
I don't-
orange fabric.
I think that's also Diet Coke.
I don't
That's
know.
also with bar cola.
Okay, this is cup number 3. Are you ready?
Yeah. At least that's in my mouth.
It's on your left shoulder, Pete Bell. Try your left shoulder.
That's not very good cola. Like Aldi's cola or Lidl's cola or
Okay, okay, Pete Stewart, what do you think?
I don't know. Maybe Pepsi Max.
Okay,
No.
yes. Ready? Ready? Here comes cup number 4. Go!
I think that was Coke.
Okay. Okay. Here comes cup number 5.
Cheap brand cola.
Ready for cup 5? Here it is.
That's Iron Brew. It may be Diet.
Disgusting, I agree. It definitely is. I was right. And who did
I don't. I think it may be
All
Diet
right.
Iron Brew.
We're gonna need a bonus round 6 because you guys didn't guess on a couple of the cups. Ready for 6?
I can't believe you.
Go ahead, go!
That tastes like flour to me.
Oh no, it's gonna be sick.
That's definitely
Oh,
fuck.
wait, is that the Coke from Pete's Past?
That would be
Yes, you can. Good job.
Oh man,
Thank you for competing.
I went straight for his mouth and you went for his shoulder.
Welcome to Eden Eats,
I am Clay.
and I'm Eden.
We came to Scotland to audition for the Great British Bake Off.
Yes, but when we got there, they told us we weren't allowed because we were American.
And it actually didn't help when Eden tried to use her Scottish accent with them.
No, in fact, I think that's when they told us to get out and go home.
But then when we got to the airport to fly back home, all the flights had been canceled for the coronavirus.
Yeah, so we couldn't get in the baking tent and we couldn't get home. We were stuck.
Yeah, so we just did the only thing we knew how to do.
We started a cooking show.
Welcome to Eden Eats. So, Eden, what are we baking today?
We're making a cake.
Great. Where do we start?
We make a cake.
Right, but what do we bake? What's the first step of baking a cake?
Well, the stuff that we mix together, that's the stuff that we bake.
Right, but like, what is the stuff?
You have a lot of questions.
That's how you bake.
Well, I guess we need ingredients. So, like flour and sugar and eggs and cakey stuff.
Good plan, but how much of those ingredients and when do we mix them together?
We need a recipe!
Got it.
That's the very first thing. And washing your hands. You're supposed to wash your hands very, very first thing. How could I forget the very first thing?
Yes, so the recipe will tell us what we need.
And what we need to do.
Yes, and when we need to do it.
Oh my goodness, Clay, we are a genius.
So should we find a recipe?
Yeah, it's a great place to start. How could I forget the very beginning? Ooh, what do you think was the very beginning? Like the very first recipe? Who do you think was the very first cook? And who made the very first cake?
That actually reminds me of the very, very, very beginning.
Like before cake?
Yes, like before cake,
Oh.
before recipes, before cooking, even before the whole world was made. Did you know that the Bible tells us about the very, very, very beginning?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that the Bible begins at the very beginning.
In the very first verse of the very first chapter of the very first book of the Bible, it tells us about the very, very, very beginning.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So what does the very first verse of the very first chapter of the very first book of the Bible say?
Here's what it says. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Oh, so in the beginning the earth was made.
That's right. But actually, Eden, in that verse, there's something more important.
More?
Before the world was made, there was actually something else there. Did you kids notice what it was? Eden, you can look back in your Bible if you want to see. What was there even before the world was made? What was more important than the world being made?
Oh!
Okay.
I know what was more important than the earth being made.
Yeah.
If I'm going to make a cake,
Mm-hmm.
I have to be in the kitchen first.
That's right.
Before the earth was made, God made it. That means God was already there.
Yes. This verse tells us that in the very, very, very beginning, before the world was made, God was already there. God has always existed. No one made it. He has always been there.
I think my brain just broke.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to know something even more amazing?
Yes.
Even though God is one, He is also three persons.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So in the next verse of the Bible, it tells us that the Spirit of God was there in the very beginning with God. And then in the New Testament, in the Gospel of John, it also says, in the beginning.
The beginning
Yeah,
again.
the beginning again. And it says, in the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
Wait. How can the Word be with God and be God? And also, what is the Word?
Those are good questions, Eden. Does anybody have any guesses at Eden's questions? What is the Word? And how could it be with God and be God? Kids, do you have any guesses? That's right. Jesus is the Word. This verse is talking about Jesus. Jesus was in the beginning with God, and Jesus is God.
Jesus was in the beginning?
Yes. Jesus and God the Father and God the Holy Spirit were all together in the very, very, very beginning before the world was made. It was one God in three persons. I know that's hard to understand, but it's okay if it's a mystery because God is not just like us.
So, okay, Jesus is the Word.
Yes, that's right.
And Jesus was with God in the beginning and is God?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
I know. So, in the very, very, very beginning,
Before the earth
was made, God was already there.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. So, Eden!
Yes, Clay!
Hey, are you ready to bake a cake?
Yes, I totally forgot. Let's make a cake.
Great, so we should start at the begining with
With
a
a
recipe.
recipe.
Let's get one.
Okay.
I'm gonna find the best cake I've ever seen. Ooh, no. That. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Time for our key passage. We'll listen to two people say it, and then you try. Are you ready?
Taste and see that the Lord is good.
Taste and see that the Lord is good.
Your turn.
Sing God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. He cares for me. He cares for me. He cares for me. He's so good to me. I love him so. I love him so. I love him so. I love him so. He's so good to me. I praise his name. I praise his name. I praise his name. He's so good to me. Last time, he's so good. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me.
Hey guys! For today's activity, you're going to be decorating your very own aprons to get ready for your kitchen adventure. In your activity bag, you'll find an apron just for you and some pins. You can decorate your apron however you want. You could write your name on it or the key passage. You could draw something on the front or on the pocket. Whatever you want to do, it's your apron. Do make sure you keep the lids back on your pins and don't draw on the table. You might even want to put something underneath when you draw so you don't accidentally color on the wrong thing. Have fun, bakers, and if you want to send us a picture of your beautiful apron when you're done, do! Cheers! Thanks for joining us for the fun today, bakers. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow when you pick up your activity bags. In the meantime, here are some things you can still do today. Every day at pickup, we'll have a mailbox where you can put in letters, pictures you draw, or questions that you have, and we'll put some of them on the next day's video each day. You can also send things in to our email box. Just ask your grown-up nicely to send your email to info@hopebarlanark.com. Last but not least, each day we'll leave you with a challenge. For every challenge that you complete, we'll put your name in a drawing for a prize at the end of the week. Today's challenge is to work on memorizing the key passage, taste and see that the Lord is good. When you pick up your activity bag tomorrow, you can show us how much you've memorized, or you can send us a video of you saying the passage to the email. All right, bakers, have fun. We'll see you tomorrow.